All right, good evening everybody and welcome back to Zurich Airport. And we have actually no time to chill around because the first highlight of this live stream is already on the taxiway. And I use this quickly to ask you for confirmation. I am now zooming in on this beautiful Qatar A350 there. And you may tell me in the chat whether audio and image is synchronized and whether the sound is okay. That would be highly appreciated. Thank you very much. I just keep on filming this beauty down there. Nice. Of course, there is now a little spotter cloud which prevents the sun from shining onto it, but okay. Perspective is still very nice. That's more like it. So let's get a full thing on full size onto the screen here. Qatar Airways with an A350 as always in the early evening, departing to Doha. And we have a second A350 which will show up in a minute as well. It's the one of Edelweiss departing to Ibiza. So we start off this session very nicely. So, and I see already some well-known names in the chat. By the way, we have actually a milestone. Even before we started, we already had over 10 likes actually, which is very nice. Thank you very much everybody. And people keep joining. We have Ralf, guten Tag und willkommen hier im Live-Chat. Grüße nach Stuttgart. Dann haben wir Andrea Eva, auch wieder mit dabei, schön dich wiederzusehen. That's Sky Team Flyer, welcome to you and greetings to Minneapolis in the US. And we have ZRH Aviation also here, great to see you again. And Sky Team Flyer, I hope you mean that sync is okay and not that it sucks again like last time. This would actually depress me quite a bit here, honestly, if this happens again. Sky 55 Alpha, wind 200 degrees, 3.5, runway 28, clear for takeoff. So, as on last Saturday, we are again on parking lot P6 today, which, yeah, for this time of the day is simply the best location, most definitely I'd say. It's perfect. Thank you very much, Skyflyer. Good to know, and we wait for Qatar. It's currently sitting on taxiway Bravo, now lining up at taxiway Bravo 1 onto runway 28 and will depart shortly. And in the meantime, instead of just bore you with a standstill shot, how about this Dassault Falcon down there? Seems to be one of the newer generations. So, that's the takeoff clearance for Qatar Airways. You hear ATC again. So, let's get a decent departure shot or spool-up shot of this A350 blasting out to Doha. Here it comes. Gorgeous. And as I said, that's just the first out of two A350s in this beginning phase of the stream. We will have another one shortly, which It's already on the way to the runway. We'll be here in about 2 or 3 minutes. And in the meantime, we see something landing, which is a Swiss A320-300 inbound from London Heathrow. So, down here we have a great view onto aircraft taxiing out of these open parking spots. We have 3 Helvetic Embraers down there, and one is now taxiing out. Unfortunately, I have flight radar too much zoomed out. Yeah, here it is, to Copenhagen, an Embraer 190 E2. And just to get a nice shot here with the Embraer 195 E2 sitting still at the parking spot. How about that? Okay, we will see plenty of those Embraers today, so I already prepare myself to welcome the Edelweiss A350 on its way to Ibiza. Even though seems like it has to wait. There's another Dassault Falcon coming up just before the A350. Den Storybeats, schön, dass du wieder mit dabei bist. Herzlich willkommen. Gerade rechtzeitig für die Edelweiss A350. So, flight radar shows no specific data for this Dassault Falcon. Just as the Helvetic Embraer has taxied out of this parking spot here, this Dassault Falcon takes it immediately. Also one of the newer generation Dassault Falcons here. I really like the view on those parking spots. It really has something. And yeah, we have the late afternoon inbound rush going on at the moment. As you can see, plenty of aircraft landing right now. However, we are waiting for something else, and here it is, the Edelweiss Airbus A350 registered Hotel Bravo India Hotel Charlie, which is the second A350 which they got. Let's just enjoy this beauty in the evening sun here. Just gorgeous.
Victor Delta Tower on Kilo cross to an apron 12175. 1 Kilo cross to 117.
Yeah. Again, the most annoying building I know here at this airport, at least. But well, this is what we're dealing with. Busy apron here. With an Air Baltic A220-300, we're also going to see plenty of those today. This one is departing to Warsaw, the capital city of Poland. Nice city apparently, I've already been there. What's that 737 over there? This looks like Air Europa, arriving from Madrid. Okay, you have heard it, takeoff for the Edelweiss A350, and then we have the first 2 heavies of the day already seen. Okay, that was quite an action-packed start of the stream. Which one did you like better, Qatar or Edelweiss? I kind of struggled to opt for one of those. Both look very nice. Und wir haben auch Hannover Airport Fan im Chat. Herzlich willkommen, schön dich wiederzusehen. And the first really big highlight of the day is now on final approach, which is the Turkish Airlines A330-200 with retro livery. I've already shown this one in one of my live streams. And yeah, we are lucky again to see it today as well. Now number 1 for landing, and we will be focusing on this one now for a few minutes. It's one of the, in my opinion at least, best looking retro liveries out there. And we will see it landing on runway 14. Normal north concept being in use today with runway 14 for landings and 1628 for departures. You also see the info, like the info text, I modified this a little bit compared to last time, such that I have everything in there, including the last donations and also the latest members of the ZAS F-Geeks.
2 Quebec Kilo wind calm, runway 28, cleared for takeoff.
Okay, Turkish A330 gets closer, so we will have a look at it. Registered Tango Charlie, Juliet November Charlie. You can see it there on short final for runway 14. I really like this perspective here.
Lima Tower, Victor, preceding touchdown, wind 280 degrees, 4 knots, runway 14, clear to land. 2 Quebec Kilo connect departure, not in. Departure, 2 Quebec Kilo correct. Turkish Niner, Cheetah, Hotel, connect apron, 11855, goodbye. 1855, bye-bye, Turkish, 9 2 Bravo Victor, wind 340 degrees, 2 knots, runway 28, clear for takeoff. Alright, correct, yes, takeoff. This is 3 Yankee Alpha Tower, line up for the base, runway 28, report ready. With the moment, the bottom of the base, runway 28, good.
Okay, he has made it to the first exit there, which is Hotel 1. And I would almost bet that it parks on the north side of Dock E today, because the southern side is actually quite packed. And I quickly go over, because we have a very nice looking private jet here. Look at this beauty. That's what I call a nice private jet livery. Wow.
Sierra Tango Romeo Zurich Tower, OBM, this is 321, line up and wait, runway 2 behind. Alright, then we'll line up and wait behind the Sierra Tango Romeo, we'll line up and wait behind the Swiss, runway 28, line up behind. Sierra Tango.
Very nice indeed. So, and what is Turkish doing? I wouldn't mind if it taxis to the south side of Dock E as well, then we get a little bit of a more decent taxi shot. And it actually looks like it will do that. Great. Although maybe it's also due to the fact that we have here somebody coming out of this taxiway behind Dock E, so But yeah, let's take a look at this beautiful livery there. The retro livery. I mean, on a DC-10 it would still look better, but it also makes a good impression on the A330, definitely. I like retro liveries in general. With Swiss it's a bit difficult because, yeah, they exist since 2002. And Swissair is not really the same airline, so you can't just make a Swissair livery out of it. Yeah, nice. We will see it departing later as well, so you'll most likely see it on this taxiway, just like Qatar has been taxiing. And here we have departing and arrival traffic, very busy at the moment, so plenty to see. Yeah, that's SkyTeam Flyer, Dock E, that's really a nice place. Not only to depart from, also as a visitor with the observations deck. The only disadvantage there is that it's only open in the afternoon on weekends, and that's a very limited time frame. If only it was opened... Oh, here we have the Glacks. Look at this. Oh, Turkish parks at the south side. There's like one free spot and they take it. Okay, cool. And we have Lufthansa arriving from Frankfurt, I guess. And just looking onto flight radar, the next heavy is already closing in, which is the Korean Air Boeing 787 from Seoul. Unfortunately, I still have to wait for my first Korean Air with the new livery. Today still has the old one. But okay, this won't run away. And who is this white sausage there flying for? I don't see it on flight radar, but I have an idea that it could be Air Serbia, but I'm not entirely sure. So, and here we have more aircraft taxiing to runway 28, like the EasyJet 2 Swiss. It's early evening departure rush now for the Swiss narrowbody fleet. And there we have some heavy aircraft which will depart as well, the two A330s to Newark and Boston, and the 777 most likely to Bangkok. Then Aerospace Rails or Livius. Schön, dich wiederzusehen. Herzlich willkommen. And we are waiting for Korean Air with the 787. Registered Hotel Lima 8392, delivered in July 2021, 4 years old, so a rather new Dreamliner. So, and we are slowly but surely getting close to 50 viewers. That's great. Welcome everybody to this evening session here at Zurich. And if you like what you're seeing, make sure to like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. And if you would like to support me even more, feel free to join the ZRH FGeeks community for even more content, like the new Gems from the Past series which I launched yesterday. So, two Embraer 195s right in one screen, at least for a short second. The one on the parking position gets ready for departure as well. And yeah, I think we just focus a bit on the departures until Korean Air gets closer. And just in case you're wondering, maybe my voice sounds a bit different today, I have still a little cold at the moment. Caught it during the weekend, but this won't stop me from doing live streaming, at least as long as it's not getting too bad. So, next departure, which is probably the white sausage which we've seen before, still not on flight radar. Yeah. Okay, and the next one is Korean Air for landing, now number 1. Und Sandro Knutter, schön dich wiederzusehen. Herzlich willkommen hier in diesem Livestream. Gerade rechtzeitig zur Korean Air 787, die bereits im Anflug ist. Korean Air 787 has been in the air now for 12 hours and 45 minutes. That's quite long. And we are expecting some more nice traffic, like SkyUp, which will be arriving for Air Cairo. And I think we also have a Star Alliance Lufthansa later. We have how is it called? Jet time for SAS. Nothing that wasn't here before, but still at least some kind of difference to normal. And of course we also have still some heavies which are expected to land, like 2 Swiss 777s from Bangkok, and the other one is from Tokyo, and then the A340 from Shanghai. Like the usual suspects, I'd say. First, Swiss A350, I expected at the beginning of October. They start doing passenger flights from 25th of October, if I'm not mistaken. So, in the 1st or 2nd October week, I guess, we could expect the arrival of it, such that they have some time to make it finally ready. So, and now, on stage, Korean Air with the 787-9 inbound from Seoul.
Easy, 92, 96, 72, 70 degrees 4 knots, runway 28 for takeoff. Takeoff runway 28, for the Edelweiss Airbus company line up runway 2 API. Etihad, the company line up runway 2 API for the flight. Korean Air 917, contact apron 11855. Bye. Going 11855, Korean Air 917. EC 92 96, contact departure, goodbye. Departure by national.
It's a bit of a pity that I cannot zoom closer with my camera. be good for the landings at least. So, and regarding Korean Air, this year is a 787. Last year they used the 777. I don't mind in the end, to be honest. However, I slightly prefer the Dreamliner because we do not get that many Dreamliners. So. However, they have already used the 747 earlier, and my dream would be, since they still have 747-8 in their fleet, that maybe we see one of those here at some day, but well, I guess that's why it's called dreams, right? Okay, this one is going to the north side of Dock E. And in the last stream, I think we were lucky that one of those two A330s there departed on runway 28. Maybe we are lucky again. And yes, this was Korean Air 917 indeed. Unfortunately, I can't say your name because I don't understand those writings. Anyway, welcome to the live stream. Glad that you could join. So, and we have 3 Helvetic Embraers waiting for departure at runway 28. The first one is now on the runway to Krakow, which is an Embraer 195 actually. So, okay, takeoff clearance received, so let's take a look. So, and one of the Embraers down there is also ready. You can see there that the beacon is already on. Are the engines already running? No, they are not. They are waiting for the startup. Das andere, nee, die kannst du auch als Besucher vom Dock B besuchen, allerdings nur am Wochenende während bestimmten Zeiten. Und es ist ein super Spotterpunkt, nur für Livestream, ja, kannst dort nur etwa 3 Stunden stehen und das ist ein bisschen wenig. Muss ich mir noch überlegen. Ich würde sehr gerne mal von dort aus streamen tatsächlich. And here we have something else than Helvetic for a change, which is a Chair A320. Just waiting for it to appear on my screen. Meaning flight radar screen, of course. To Skopje. And in the meantime, we have the next departure. This one is going to London Gatwick. And the next Swiss A320-100 to Nice. Cute little airplane there. I really like flying with the A220 actually. Yeah, one after the other. Next one is another Helvetic Embraer 190 E2 off to Düsseldorf.
Hotel Victor Charlie, prepare landing on runway 28.
Ah, that's the one with the stickers. (1600) Embraer E-Jet family airplane that was delivered. And here we have Sun Express 737-800 from Antalya.
374 Papa, wind 280 degrees, 3 knots, runway 16, clear takeoff.
And I quickly thought that this is the Lufthansa Star Alliance, but no, it's the Swiss Star Alliance A320. Inbound from Valencia. So, now the Helvetic Embraer down there seems like it is starting the engines. Currently no departures on runway 28 because there is departure traffic on runway 16. Whatever that is, it is a Air Baltic A220-300 to Alicante, which currently is on his takeoff roll on runway 16.
Join left and down with runway 28, make a short approach, caution wake turbulence from now departing Bopati on runway 16. After Whiskey 2, flying west, downwind runway 28.
So, we've reached over 50 viewers, that's great. Let's see how many people are joining today during this relaxed evening session here at Zurich Airport. Here we have a Swiss A320 Neo off to London Heathrow. And I saw that one of the highlights has landed, which is the SkyUp 737, flying for Air Cairo inbound from Hurghada. As you may know, SkyUp is an airline from Ukraine, and they managed to evacuate some of their aircraft, and they are now flying for other airlines in the meantime. Okay, he's just sitting there. So he even has a sticker on there, has he? Yeah.
Hotel Victor Charlie, closing place runway 28. Hotel Victor Charlie, wind 290 degrees, 5 knots, runway 28, clear to land. Runway 28, clear to land, Hotel Victor Charlie.
Okay, hopefully we will get a closer look on that one during departure. Granted that it will take runway 28, because Hurghada is not not the longest flight you could do with a 737, of course, but still a rather long flight. This could be runway 16 later, but we will see. So, this Embraer has now started the engines, departing to Florence in Italy, in Tuscany. And behind we have a Swiss A320 in Star Alliance livery, also going to Italy, but Bologna, the hometown of the ragu bolognese.
Tiger 630, wind 300 degrees, 3 knots, runway 28 for takeoff. Good for the fuel, Tiger 630. Just 757 waits to be on Bombardier from the south, line up and wait, runway 28 behind.
And if I heard this correctly, the Chair A320 has received takeoff clearance, so maybe we can directly zoom in a little to observe this one departing. Here we go. Here we have a small one, just landed on runway 28 apparently. It's actually on flight radar. Oops, sorry. Coming in from Bern and belonging to the Swiss Horizon Flight Academy. So this is pilot school at work here. So, and I assume that now this Embraer can taxi out. Yes, he can.
Landing again, key wind 25 degrees, 4 knots, runway 2, clear takeoff. Runway 2, clear takeoff, again, key. 220 platform behind 321 from the nose, line up and ready, runway 2 behind. That's a 321 from the north, landing up and waiting on way 28 behind, with 2 solid papa.
Let's get a closer view on that one. Very short taxi time actually. And I have to wait because taxiway is blocked. Joseph, welcome to the live stream and greetings to the Czech Republic. And Crazy Zebra is also here, welcome. What's going on there? If you're the flight school, seems like there is more traffic ahead. This one would go to the General Aviation Center behind runway 28, so you have to wait until taxiway is clear, obviously. And in the meantime, we have the Swiss A320 Neo to London Heathrow on the runway. Here it is. Now the Helvetic Embraer can continue taxiing. So, and further we have a Swiss A320 Neo departing to Luxembourg. Let's get a closer look at this as well. Characteristic Zorro mask here around the cockpit windows.
very clear for takeoff Swiss 2 Charlie, Papa. This 3 also target behind Embraer line up right, runway 28 behind. Embraer line up front.
That's the first A320 Neo they got, Delta Alpha. And we have the next departure. That's the Swiss A320 to Bologna. Okay, let's see whether there is more traffic coming up. At the moment it seems like there's a little break.
To Charlie Papa, contact departure. Adios, Mr. Charlie Papa.
Now there's still plenty of airplane coming up here momentarily. Well, we look at those two A330s, which will depart soon as well. The question is which runway they take today. Maybe one of those takes runway 28, which would be very nice for us. So next is the Embraer, which was actually right in front of us at the park position, starting his flight to Florence in Tuscany. So another Swiss A320 Neo, haven't seen that one in a while. Ironically, of course, we've seen it like 3 minutes ago. This one goes to Paris Charles de Gaulle. This one is Delta India, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it is. So one of the newer ones. And Yanis, good evening and greetings to Athens. Great to see you again. Well, it's a pity that this A320 Neo has already disappeared, because the one which we have seen before is now on the runway. This would have been a nice shot with two in one picture, but okay. Yeah, this Turkish A330 over there is a nice, like, fade out, a good fade out reference points for those departures on runway 28. Just to show you why I'm not keep tracking the airplanes on the runway. There's a building, and yeah, that's kind of the disadvantage of this spot, but we still have a great view over this part of the airport here. Full view on runway 1432, which is in use for landings today. So, next departure is a Helvetic Embraer 195-E2 to Berlin. Same one as this one here.
Hello, Zurich Tower, shuttle number 1.
Air Baltic. Have you seen Air Baltic yet today? Maybe not close up. This one goes to Ljubljana in Slovenia. Do we have people from Slovenia watching right now? I don't know.
Departure always is manifold, speedbit 1 for Romeo, contact the apron, 121.855, goodbye. 11855, there's 140.
A220 kind of always reminds me a bit of the Dreamliner, at least the nose section, just in a small version.
Kilo Fox to wind 230 degrees 4 now, runway 2 exit takeoff. Okay, let's take off, Kilo Fox.
So, next departure on runway 28 is the A320 Neo to Paris, which we've seen before.
Whiskey Tower, behind the box.
Yeah, another A220 from Air Baltic. What a surprise. This one goes to Hannover in northern Germany. So Hannover Airport Fan, falls du noch da bist, kannst du am Abend in den Flieger steigen und nach Zürich kommen oder so, falls du noch nichts vorhast. And I heard the next is already cleared. I just use maximum zoom right now. Ah, that's the other Air Baltic, yes. And here is maybe the highlight of the day today. I'm always happy to see this one. Turkish in the retro livery.
This one victim I contact departure,
Then from viewers from Austria, in case there are some, Austrian Airlines A320 from Vienna. One of multiple daily flights, actually. So, cannot cross the runway yet because there is departure traffic on the runway 128. Well, we have Helvetic, the old and the new Embraer 195s in one screen and departure traffic at the same time. This would be cool if it appears right now to have 3 on one screen. Come on. Yeah, okay. This kind of worked.
Then 55 Charlie, taxi with Juliet, cross from 828 apron 121.755. Juliet crossing on the 28 and 121.755.
Since we already hear it on the ATC, let's quickly track this one crossing, or beginning to cross runway 28 on its way to Dock A. Oh, and here we have KM Malta. I like the old livery a bit better, had a bit more color on it, but this one doesn't look too bad either.
on the Golf Kilo Tower, good, so continue. Mike Tango, wind 260 degrees, 3 knots, runway 23, takeoff. Longitude, clear for takeoff.
Yeah, the Neos get more and more present, definitely, since the pandemic. They kind of came unnoticed. Like before COVID, there were some of them around already, but then during those years I felt like the share of the Neos increased significantly. Ooh, what is this? Looks like a Challenger 600. Yep. Air Independence. Okay, never heard of that one. Okay. Ah, too late. This would have been a nice picture too. Those two in one screen, in full size. This Embraer has now the beacon light on as well, so this one will start engines momentarily and get ready for departure. To, is it already on the radar? Yes, to Bordeaux in France.
Juliet 8, April was 121-755, confirm? I do confirm. 1755, Delta Mike Juliet back.
Oh. And Yanis, this one is for you. Aegean Airlines. Is it from Athens or Heraklion? I guess Athens, yeah. A320 Neo. In this beautiful livery. I really like this livery, I must say. Way better than the old one.
How much at 801, wind 230 degrees, 3 knots, runway 28, clear for takeoff. Clear for takeoff, how much at 801?
So, we will see this one later again. Here we have KLM departing to Amsterdam with a 737-700. Yeah. I don't know how long it will take until KLM has completely replaced their 737s by the A320 Neos, but this is a process that feels slow, but at the end it will be fast nevertheless. So that's quite a nice picture here. Cool. So what is next? Helvetic to Budapest, and on the runway also Helvetic. Helvetic on the runway going to Belgrade, then the Air Baltic is off to Birmingham. And let's get a nice double Helvetic shot here. Embraer 195 E2 and the Embraer 190. Nice. Yeah, the Helvetic Embraers are very dominant at the moment. And there's more coming, according to the flight radar screen. Yeah, I already see it. But the next one on the runway is a KM Malta. I think I will show you that one, of course. So, where are the next heavies? Yeah, they're still a bit further out. Oh. Wait a minute. Another double Helvetic shot, but this time of two 195 E2s. Yeah, if the other one wouldn't stop just before. And I think KM Malta has received takeoff clearance in the meantime, so no double shot this time. At least not yet. And here we have the first of the Swiss A330s going to Newark. Looks like runway 16. It is. So, and here we have a Swiss A220 for a change, not Helvetic now. Going to Venice. So, the two competitors, Airbus A220-300 and Embraer 195 E2. I haven't flown on the E-jets of the new generation yet, so I cannot directly compare them. However, the benchmark on the A220 is quite high, so I'm curious to once try the Embraer E-jets. So, next is KLM, people watching from the Netherlands. This is for you, in case there are any. Small Cessna right there. Cessna Citation Jet. Inbound from unknown. And we have Edelweiss just taxiing in front of the A330. The Edelweiss comes from Kalamata in Greece. So now the Embraer 95 E2 is taxiing out, and the building is in the way, of course. That's great. And the other one is on the runway, departing now. Although that was the 190, not the 195. That was the one to Budapest, which we have seen as well taxiing. There's more coming. It never stops. Wow. So here we have the Newark flight starting to taxi. And that definitely looks like runway 16. Well, there is another one to Boston maybe. This one will take. Oops. You see it now in the background. Maybe this one will take runway 28, would be good for us. And we have here the Dassault Falcon starting up the engines as it looks. And more departure traffic on the runway, which is the E-Jet E2, which I was taxiing before, of course, to Rome. Here we have something a bit bigger. A321 Neo to Vienna.
Hold the short of runway 28.
Also a characteristic, the Zorro mask around the cockpit windows. I really like those, actually. Gives the A320 actually something unique, even though the A350 and A330 Neo also has it, but they have like the special winglets, which make them very characteristic. Next up on the runway is the Swiss C Series or A220, not C Series anymore, to Venice. And here we have top Portugal, inbound from Lisbon.
Juliet crossing line 28 and ground 11755, right vertical 932.
Edelweiss 429 again. Edelweiss 429 and tower hold shuttle from 28. Hold shuttle Edelweiss 429. 34 Yankee, taxi departure.
Ja, einfach wir haben halt ein bisschen Dialekt, das ist so. Oder ein Akzent. And look at this, we have Edelweiss with the Help Alliance livery, outbound to Catania. Lufthansa also has a special livery for the Help Alliance. So, next departure on runway 28, which is the Air Baltic to Birmingham. And the A330 to Boston also departs on runway 28 as it looks. 16, gosh. Talking nonsense here all the time. Let's focus here on this Help Alliance A320 for a bit. So, and next is the Helvetic, which was just in front of us on the parking position before, to Bordeaux in France.
And you will be in sequence behind on departure across the runway. Service and over, behind the Swiss A320, runway 28, wind yard, Edelweiss, contact on my Edelweiss 247, sequence, hold it short on the 2, ensure that Edelweiss 247 town, hold short on the 28, hold it short to Edelweiss 247, 5 and 9 or exit, Juliet cross to apron 1 to 1, 5, 5, Juliet cross to apron 1 to 1, 5, 5, attendant to 7.
So, double taxi action. Here we have Helvetic, Embraer 190 to Düsseldorf, and Edelweiss with an A320 to Pristina.
Edelweiss 247, across to an apron 147.5. 12 across runway 28, 147.5, Qatar Airways 247. Edelweiss 398, revision, you will be in sequence behind the 321 ahead. Deep top, Edelweiss 398, 752 apron 118.5. 118.5 is double accepted.
Here we have the Dassault Falcon, which has arrived earlier, now already on the move again.
Zurich Tower, hello, wind 240 degrees, 3 knots, runway 14, clear land. Advance runway 14, stand by Prima. Swiss 1 at Papa Heavy, connect departure, there. Swiss 1, 8 Papa Heavy, connect departure, turn in.
Simple livery, but kind of looks elegant with those curved stripes. Ja, Fabio, heute haben wir Pech. Letztes Mal ging wenigstens einer von diesen 330ern über die 28 raus, aber heute haben wir alle zu viel Gepäck dabei, so wie es aussieht.
Edelweiss 398 Echo. Edelweiss 398 Echo.
So, then just for the reference, the 777 to Bangkok, this one is as expected, runway 16. That's one that really rarely, if even ever, departs on 28.
Edelweiss 1 on Quebec, behind the 321 on the runway, line at 20.
We will see two 777s landing later, so, oh, three actually, two of Swiss and one of Emirates, but just as reference that we have seen the Bangkok flight as well, and here we have the Swiss Air ambulance, which has arrived from Yaoundé. I have no idea whether I pronounce this correctly, to be honest. Next is the A320 Neo, outbound to Vienna.
Behind Ecotula, special fly Ecotula, line up runway 16 and right behind. Fly Ecotula, line up wing 1, wing 5. Departure time is around 5 minutes.
Ooh, that lighting looks actually quite nice there. Oh. And I found one of the dinosaurs. This A321 down there, delivered in March 1995. 30 years old, one of the oldest ones in the Swiss fleet. But let's quickly go over to this one. This is quite a nice picture. I think I'll get a shot of this recorded, because this is a lighting you don't get that often.
Edelweiss 1 on Quebec, wind 230 degrees, 3 knots on the 28, let's take off. Let's take off in the west one. And Edelweiss 398 Echo, line up runway 28. Line up runway 28, Edelweiss 398 Echo.
Speaking of Swiss 777s, the Tokyo flight is 20 minutes out, so it doesn't take too long anymore. And then also we have Etihad with the 787-9 landing in about 13 minutes. And the next departure is the Edelweiss Help Alliance out to Catania. And we will also see this Dassault Falcon here, of course, hoping that it will accelerate very quickly and maybe even rotate before the building. That would be very nice. And here we have the dyno, the A321, one of the oldest ones. Delivered to Swiss Air back in the days and then transferred to Swiss. And the Help Alliance Edelweiss was also delivered to Swiss originally, by the way. Hotel Bravo Juliet Lima Tango, that is. And is now flying for Edelweiss. And I found something kind of special. Finnair with an A319 in One World livery. So in case we have people from Finland watching, this is for you. We will see it departing later though, to get a little bit of a closer look. As well as the Turkish A330 in retro livery, which is getting ready for departure over there. So we have another Helvetic, and now the departure rush slowly but surely dies out a bit.
Correct, report on pilot 29. Delta 902, departure in around 4 minutes, line up runway 28 and wait. Line up runway 28, 902, approved.
Then Yashvir, welcome to the live chat and the stream. I hope I pronounced your name somewhat correctly, in case this is not just a username. And the Swiss A321 down there, which we have seen before, by the way, goes to Hamburg today. Oh. And we have two striped socks coming up, or two flying striped socks. Condor to Frankfurt in yellow stripes, an A320. And a green striped A321 Neo to Palma de Mallorca. And now we have a departure on runway 16, which is the Boston flight, as it looks. Yeah. So we quickly have to stop the departures on runway 28, but that's not too bad, because like this we can focus on the yellow striped Condor A320.
Departure, buddy.
I just really like this livery concept here with those stripes. It's quite an eye-catcher actually. No matter who this idea had, good job in the marketing department there. Ja, ja gut. Bei Häftlingen haben die nicht eher so blaue Streifen in der Regel? Weiß gar nicht genau. Then Nadia, welcome to the live stream. You just missed the Swiss flight to Ljubljana before, but I hope you enjoyed nevertheless. Und Crazy Zebra, ich filme vom Parkhaus bis 6, ganz genau. So, at the moment they have to wait with further departures on runway 28.
Roger.
It's not visible on this graphic here, but like the A330, which just departed to Boston, is now on this long left turn and coming over the field again. And this route merges at some point with the departures out of runway 28, and that's why they have to wait with the departures out of runway 28 at the moment. But usually they clear the next one once the one on 16 is over the field again, which is the case right now. So the next takeoff clearance on runway 28 should come in any second, which is the Dassault Falcon, which you've seen before, parking right underneath of us. So ja, total, Andrea. Mutig, aber cool. So würde ich es auch beschreiben. Here we go. Takeoff for the Dassault Falcon, which we have no idea where it is flying to, but we accept bets now whether it lifts off before it disappears behind the building or not.
Flight 014 behind the Swiss Airbus A350, line up runway 28 and wait behind.
Yeah, that works great. Oh, it was close though.
Wind 19, 0 degrees, 2 knots, runway 16, clear for takeoff.
And another 16 departure. Okay, that's the. What was it? 777 to Bangkok. Yes, that was. So this gives me the opportunity to quickly check out how many people we have in the stream right now. It is about almost 80. That's great. Welcome everybody. And if you enjoy what you're seeing, feel free to hit the like button and subscribe if you're new to the channel and enjoy aviation live streams. And if you would like to support me additionally, feel free to join the ZRH FGeeks community on my channel for even more content. Like there are my normal plane spotting compilations coming up as well for everyone. But for the ZRH members, I have some additional stuff coming up, like the gems from the past series, which I've launched yesterday. So feel free to join if you like. We welcome everybody, of course. Und Jakobi, ich bin auch mal am Dienstag live, wenn ich Zeit habe. Okay, now the next one on runway 28 can already depart because the Bangkok flight does not do the full 270 degrees left turn after liftoff, so no conflicting flight routes. And now I'm not sure what I should show you actually. Let's first have to have a look at the dinosaur here, the 30-year-old A320 one. And here we have the green striped A321 Neo of Condor, which is of course way newer than the Swiss A321. Let's get of this one like a full-scale view here. It just looks good, sorry. I really like this livery. Even though on the A330 Neo it looks even better. So, the Germans are taking over here. We have also Lufthansa departing to Frankfurt. And the other Condor has not departed yet, right? So, 2 Condor and 1 Lufthansa flight. 2 times Frankfurt and once Palma de Mallorca. Yeah, great. And wait, is that already Etihad on final? Yes, it is. Okay, let's quickly go to the final approach, where we see Etihad with the 787-9 landing on runway 14.
Tower, shortly number 1, continue. Flight 014, wind 200 degrees, 2 knots, runway 28, take off. Condor 3, Lima Foxtrot, Clear and Company 320, line up runway 28. Copy that, behind Company 320, line up runway 28. Again, frequency تحسب myself. Contact apron 121, that's not 855, flight. 121, 855, تحسب myself. Flight 014, contact departure, bye-bye. Bye-bye. Condor 1 Charlie Romeo, wind 220 degrees, 2 knots, runway 28, take off. Condor 1 Charlie Romeo, runway 28, just for takeoff.
Okay, can you just quickly appreciate how great this evening ambience is right now? Absolutely gorgeous. And we had a private jet before the Condor departure, so we see both Condors nevertheless. That's good. Ja, einfach die pinkige ist auch cool, das stimmt. Die blaue fehlt auch noch. Und dann haben sie noch welche in beige, aber ich glaube nicht auf den Narrow Bodies. Und gelb haben sie, glaube ich, nicht auf dem A330, wenn ich es jetzt richtig im Kopf habe. Kann sein, dass ich mich irre. Beige auf dem A330 und gelb auf dem A320. Was? Von 400 Leuten? Also an uns liegt es nicht, bei uns sind nur 65 dabei, aber vielleicht lügt ja mein Counter hier, wer weiß. Das ist ja Wahnsinn. Für eine normale Swiss 777 Landung. Moment. Ah, die nach Bangkok, okay. Nummer 9 weltweit im Moment. Naja, okay.
Condor 3 Lima Foxtrot, wind 220 degrees, 3 knots, runway 28, take off. That's 3 knots, runway 28, take off.
Zoom out a little when I do such a long pan. Then here another Helvetic Embraer, something which we have not seen at all today. Going to I checked that afterwards. First we have Condor to Palma.
Mosquito 13 Romeo, wind 200 degrees, 3 knots, and 14 for the land.
Okay, Helvetic is going to London City. Also kurz Mittelstrecke, rot, gelb. Ah stimmt, der rote gibt es ja auch noch. Genau, grün, blau, pink, Langstrecke grün, blau, beige. Okay, alles klar.
Germany 772 Tower, number 2, continue. Condor 3 Lima Foxtrot, contact departure entries.
So, still departure traffic out of the Swiss narrowbody outbound wave. We have a Swiss A320 in Star Alliance livery up to Brussels. Also a rather old one, 28 years old. And next is Lufthansa, I think. Lufthansa A319 to Frankfurt. How many times have I been flying on that thing? Many times, and I've actually taken exactly this flight already. When I was going to Toulouse via Frankfurt, because we have no direct flights. So this A320 Neo goes to Geneva, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it does. And on final, we have the next heavy, which is the Swiss 777 from Tokyo. I quickly zoom out a little here. So. This is the first 777 of Swiss, Hotel Bravo Juliet November Alpha, delivered in December 2015. And has been in the air for 14 hours already. So, next takeoff is the Helvetic to City, if I'm not mistaken, yes. Then here we have EasyJet, outbound to London Gatwick. Lighting is really nice right now. And we are now waiting for the 777 inbound from Bangkok. No, Tokyo, sorry. Bangkok is later though. And Shanghai is also expected. An A340 landing in about 26 minutes and Bangkok the 777 in 35 minutes.
Quebec going 200 degrees, 3 knots, from into eclipse takeoff. Right, so eclipse takeoff, 8 Quebec Echo. The 70 mile clouds, HC-V and the 320 Neo line up runway 28. Runway 28 behind the 320 Neo.
All right. Next on screen, the 777 from Tokyo.
Quebec Echo, contact departure, body up, 25 Edelweiss, it's Quebec Echo. 7 Whiskey Juliet Tower, we have 270 degrees, 3 knots, runway 14, clear the line. This 161, contact apron, 121.855, Juno BQ. 11856, 361. The 3 Zulu Kilo, wind 210 degrees, 4 knots, runway 28, clip take off. Runway 28, clip take off for 3 Kilo. Tower with us from the Zurich Kilo, RFD, push runway 14. Hello, Zurich 8 Charlie Kilo, continue approach.
That looked very nice in this evening ambience. And we keep tracking it a bit because it will go to the south side of Dock E.
Again,
So
Alpine Yankee November, approaching 40.28, Juliet. Alpine Papa Yankee November, hello again, hold short of
first 777 that Swiss has received back in the days. It's almost 10 years ago already. Feels like yesterday though. I think it was January 16th, 2016 when it arrived in Zurich for the first time. Well, and in October 2025, 10 years later almost, we welcome the first A350. Or will welcome the first A350 of Swiss. So, as I mentioned, the next Swiss heavies are not too far away anymore. Less than 30 minutes for both, an A340 from Shanghai and another 777 from Bangkok. And we also await the Turkish A330 there departing. Then Bertram, good afternoon or good evening and greetings to Trinidad. Und Hubert, das ist der Grund, warum ich auf Englisch kommentiere, weil es ist eine recht internationale Sache hier. Aber sobald eine Frage auf Deutsch kommt, dann beantworte ich die auch gleich auf Deutsch, damit ich nicht hin und her übersetzen muss, aber die grundsätzliche Stream oder der Kommentar hier zum Flugbetrieb, der ist auf Englisch. Ja, ist ein bisschen ein Kompromiss ein bisschen. Ne? Willst du nur die Deutschsprachigen ansprechen oder willst du die ganze Welt ansprechen damit? Ja, Andrea, das stimmt. Der hatte ja die Speziallackierung drauf früher mit den Köpfen, mit dem bin ich auch nach Genf geflogen einmal, als sie noch die Kurzstrecken geflogen haben. Sah schon gut aus. Schade, dass sie die wieder entfernt haben. Mal gucken, wie es der A350 dann macht. Ob der lange so bleibt mit der Speziallackierung oder nicht. So here we have Air France from Paris. Greetings to everybody watching from France currently. And here we have the 777 arriving at the gate.
Rooster 127, hello, we have the 321, line up runway 28.
Line up runway 28 behind the Swiss Airways 127.
Good day, Alpha 7 Whiskey Juliet, from Juliet on 28. Alpha 7 Whiskey Juliet, close runway 28, contact for Juliet, contact apron 121.755, goodbye. Cross runway 28 via Juliet, on reverse 9121755, Alpha 7 Whiskey Juliet, good day. Easy 6324, contact departure, goodbye. Goodbye, Easy 6324.
the double landing traffic there. Looks like Sun Express already on the taxiway and vacating a Swiss A320 Neo, or no, it's 21 Neo from Athens.
Whiskey Alpha, wind 210 degrees, 3 knots, runway 28, clear for takeoff. Runway 28, clear for takeoff, 7 Whiskey Alpha.
And the next departure on runway 28 is an A321 of Swiss outbound to Milano.
Bravo, Juliet, holding short to wait. This is 10 Bravo, Juliet, cross to wait, contact gate from 1755, on you.
Juliet, cross runway 28, 11.
We have another A220 outbound to Bilbao for Edelweiss, actually. So a Swiss airplane used for a flight operated by Edelweiss. This is happening quite frequently, actually. And sometimes we also have Swiss flights operated by Edelweiss aircraft. Just landed is Air Baltic, another A220 from Riga, and this is actually an Air Baltic flight for a change, not a Swiss flight. As you know, Swiss has leased several Airbuses from Air Baltic. This is not one of them. So what is there on final? No, Eurowings A319 from Düsseldorf.
First 127, wind 260 degrees, 4 knots, runway 28, clear for takeoff.
Runway 28, clear for takeoff, booster 126.
It's already getting a bit darker. If the sun disappears behind the clouds, I hope it won't get too dark until the Turkish A330 departs. Ja, Kobi, ich bin ein bisschen erkältet tatsächlich. Schon im letzten Stream. Dort war die Nase aber noch nicht so verstopft. Alright, the next highlight is the A330 of Swiss inbound from Shanghai, landing in a bit more than 5 minutes from now. And we always like to see an A340, of course. Kobi, ich bleibe heute wahrscheinlich bis zur Landung des Emirates 777. Also noch eine gute Stunde wahrscheinlich. Weil nachher wird es recht schnell dunkel und morgen ist Deadlift angesagt im Fitness und da muss ich einigermaßen ausgeruht sein. Da habe ich nichts gegen, wenn ich ein bisschen früher nach Hause komme.
Runway 3 Victor Alpha, taxiway Juliet, cross runway 28, contact gate from 1755, cheers.
Eurowings. It doesn't... What's the registration number? Not AB, huh? No. So it's not one of Air Berlin or former Air Berlin.
runway 721 Delta, contact departure.
Danke dir, Kobi.
Departure Edelweiss 721.
Whew, it's a bit fresher than last time. I was up here in the evening, then it was still summer. Now I could actually update the weather. It's already 2 hours old. So, what do we have here? (1620 Zulu), that is 20 minutes ago. Winds 230 degrees at 3 knots, that's pretty much nothing. Varying between 140 degrees and 270 degrees. Visibility is good, few clouds at 3,800 feet. Temperature 20, dew point 11, QNH 1014, so not much has changed, but let's keep it actual, shall we? Here we go. So, are you ready for the Swiss A340? Let's quickly check out which one this is. It's Hotel Bravo Juliet Mike Hotel, which was delivered in February 2004 and is 21 years old. And it's currently number 10 of the most tracked flights on Flight Radar. At least according to my screen. And again, thank you very much for tuning in today on this relaxed Tuesday evening here at Zurich Airport. Very nice evening ambience. I can quickly zoom out a little. I mean, let's just quickly appreciate this here. Very nice. Evening time is one of my most favorite times to do plane spotting, actually, even though the traffic is kind of slow compared to noon, but it's the ambience which makes a difference. If you like what you see, just feel free to leave a like. If you're new to the channel, subscribe for weekly live streams and also aviation videos. And if you would like to support me even further, feel free to join the new ZRH F-Geeks community here on my channel for specially dedicated content to the ZRH F-Geeks, like the gems from the past series which I have launched yesterday. Ja doch, ich bin A340 geflogen, aber der A340-600, nicht die A340-300. Die 300 fehlt mir noch und langsam läuft mir die Zeit davon. So, A340 trägt gerade in den Endanflug ein. A340 turning on final as we speak. And in the meantime, let's just follow this Sun Express 737 on its way home to Antalya. That's a route I've flown many times already. The first time I think was back in 2005 with Bel Air, a Boeing 757 that was. And then numerous times also with Germania back in the days, which is the predecessor of Chair Airlines. And also on Tailwind Airlines and also Sun Express. The lighting is just great. Look at this. I really hope that the Turkish Airlines is pushing back. That's perfect. If I imagine this one taxiing here in this light, this is going to be good, people. This is going to be very good. Der A340, das war von JFK nach Frankfurt. And good afternoon to Airport Airlines. And greetings to New Jersey. Just in time for the Swiss A340 inbound from Shanghai, and also the Turkish A330 in retro livery, which is just getting pushed back onto the taxiway for its departure back to Istanbul. So, A340 in sight already, and I should also make sure that I keep this airplane in the center of the frame. I hate it when I cut off the nose. So, now it disappears anyways. Look at this beautiful ambience here. I mean, just gorgeous. Dann Roland, schön, dass du wieder mit dabei bist. Herzlich willkommen, gerade rechtzeitig für die Swiss A340. And we have another 737 to cover up the time until the touchdown of the Swiss A340. We have Air Europa with a 787 to Madrid. And I have also taken this very flight like 3.5 years ago already. Time flies, incredible.
In about 1 minute, and about 1 2. Roger, report ready. Roger.
Express 7 X-ray, yeah, I did it.
Express 7 X-ray, thank you. Line up runway 28.
Panasonic runway 28, Express 7 X-ray.
This is the 777, which arrived from Tokyo like 20 to 30 minutes ago. And next we have the A340. You can see it now on final. So let's take a look at this beautiful quad jet.
Opa 12 Whiskey Mike, roger, departure in about 5 minutes behind the Sun Express, line up runway 28 and wait behind. Sun Express 7 X-ray, wind 250 degrees 4 knots, runway 28, clear takeoff.
Runway 28, clear for takeoff, Express 7 X-ray.
This 115 Yankee, departure in 1 minute. Swiss 115 Yankee, wind 250 degrees 4 knots, runway 16, clear takeoff. Swiss 189er, Cheneville, contact apron north. Bye-bye. 119, correction, 121 AT55, 3789, traffic, jet. Cheers. Cheers. Sun Express 7 X-ray, contact departures. Bye-bye.
Okay, lighting wise it can't get much better than that. It's already golden hour, can that be? Wait, what time is it? 6:50. Not yet, but it looks like golden hour already. I can't wait for this Turkish A330, honestly. In this lighting, oh, this is going to be good. Please no cloud now. Please not.
Good afternoon, direct Turkish Charlie ILS 147. Beeline 2 Juliet Charlie, hello, wind 240 degrees 3 knots, runway 14, clear to land. Okay, so that's 14, next is good, sir. US 115 Yankee, contact departures, goodbye.
Ooh, that's good.
Departure 115 Yankee, think goodbye.
Smooth transition, and here it is, probably the highlight of the day. The Turkish A330 in retro livery. We have seen it landing earlier, and now it doesn't take the outer taxiway. That's a pity. Well, okay, never mind. For 12 Whiskey Mike, wind 260 degrees 4 knots, runway 28, clear takeoff. Okay, getting a close-up shot of this as well, although it's not that close. But
Turkish 5 Zulu, hello, line up runway 28 and report ready. Line up runway 28 and report ready. Turkish 5 Zulu.
taxied a bit faster than I thought, but okay. So, 777 and A340 in one screen. And let's wait for this
Our Turkish 5
Turkish A330
Turkish 5
departing.
Thank you, wind 250 degrees 4 knots, runway 28, clear takeoff.
Oh, it's an immediate one. Okay, we take it.
Europa 12 Whiskey Mike, contact departures. Goodbye. Europa 12 Whiskey Mike.
Here we go. Yep, that was quite something. Really nice. Alright, and the next heavy is actually not too far away anymore. It's the Swiss 777 from Bangkok, landing in about 8 minutes from now. This one is Hotel Bravo Juliet November Foxtrot, delivered in July 2016, 9 years old as well. Yeah, they got the 777s quite quickly actually, after the first one arrived. Yeah, and until then it is rather calm. So in the meantime I can show you an airline which I very rarely show you actually here at Zurich, because it usually arrives in hours when I'm not here. It is Brussels Airlines. Have I ever shown this one on my channel? At least since they opened the regular service. Like we had some special flights back in 2015, but like normally scheduled ones, this is one of the first ones.
November 550 Papa Lima, wind 220 degrees.
Just to like fill up the time until the 777 is here. And I hope that the lighting remains as it is right now. Just as it was with the A340 before. So this one is registered Oscar Sierra Lima and was delivered in August 2002, so 23 years old, one of the rather old Airbus A319s. So we will hear it on the tower frequency momentarily again for the runway crossing.
Again, Emirates Qatar Airport, Juliet, holding crossway. Beeline 2 Juliet Charlie, cross runway 28 on Juliet, apron 121.755. Goodbye. Other side 121.755.
Yeah, kind of a bland new livery to be honest compared to the old one, but yeah, this Euro white is in the trend, is it? And we have the first super chat of the day. Yves, vielen Dank für deinen Support. Das freut mich sehr, dass dir so gut gefällt. Und ich streame natürlich immer wieder gerne. So, then I have to update the info, of course.
Mike Charlie Whiskey, wind 210 degrees, 3 knots, runway 14, clear to land. 14, clear to land, Mike Lima Whiskey, November 0, Papa Lima, vacate first right, contact apron 121.855. 121.855,
Oh, I think there was something very nice landing. Looks like a Gulfstream or something. Let's check that out right now. Here it is, yeah, that's a Gulfstream. Either 450 or 550, hard to tell from this perspective. Flight radar says 550. And on the runway is another private jet. See it now in the background. I'll zoom out a little. Gulfstream and a Bombardier Global Express. So two competing private jets. The one on the runway is a Global 7500.
Thank you, Mike Charlie Whiskey, contact apron 121.855. Yes, got. Zurich Airport, Qatar LS143 miles.
And I see the 777 from Bangkok already on final, so 4 more minutes until it will land on 14, and unfortunately the sunlight has gone, but well.
Swiss 181, Tower Gate, continue.
It's also quite a nice livery there. And then I just remember, if it is still actual, I quickly check on Flight Radar afterwards. We have Iberia with a Titan Airlines Airbus A320 today. Ah, if you want to be a pilot, yeah, that's nice. That's a good ambition. And yes, the Titan A320 of Iberia is already close by as well. So the Gulfstream looked quite nice, whilst the Global is rather bland.
Cross runway 28 on Juliet 121.755. Cheers.
Crossing trade with Juliet 1021.755, Mike Charlie Whiskey.
Swiss 181, preceding is mid-runway, wind 240 degrees, tree knots, runway 14, clear to land.
Okay. Quick sip of water and then we will focus on the 777, the last Swiss long-haul flights to arrive today. Oh! That's good, it's still a bit out. It looks like the Gulfstream is parking right in front of us. Here it is. Yes, it is cool. No worries, I won't miss the 777, but this just works out.
Okay, Club 91 X-ray. Understand this approach, runway 14. Hello, Club 91 X-ray, continue. Here, Club 91 X-ray.
Okay. Yeah, sometimes the timing is not ideal, but well. It's a disadvantage if you only have one camera.
Airport line 121.855. Yolobox 91 X-ray, wind 250 degrees, 4 knots, runway 14, clear to land. Runway 14, clear to land. Swiss 181, 121, decimal 855.
121.855, Shannon Abbey, Swiss 181.
Small Speeders 717 Tango, good evening, line up runway 28.
Runway 28, 717 Tango, good evening.
Swiss 4 Echo Tango, hello, behind the British Airways, on the other side, line up runway 28, and wait behind.
Yes, line up right runway 28, behind.
So let's see where they park this 777. north or south side?
degrees, 2 knots, runway 28, clear takeoff.
South side as it looks. And since it taxis quite a bit until the corner, and they will have to wait because there's another airplane in the front. Let's take a look at British Airways in the meantime, departing on runway 28. Here we have Top Air Portugal arriving from Porto, and here is Finnair on its return flight to Helsinki with the One World livery.
Tango Alpha, hello, behind the Edelweiss, line up runway 28, and wait behind.
Behind Edelweiss, line runway, wait behind.
Seabird 717 Tango departures, goodbye.
Positive 717 Tango, today.
Tower 2921, hello, taxi to Echo 2, departure time 15. Tower 2921, hello, taxi to Echo 2.
Looks like they put the 777 in between those two, maybe? No? Doesn't look like.
Correct, your departure in 8 minutes.
It would have been nice, but it seems like they go around and then park on the other side.
Platoon 68 Papa, wind 230 degrees, 4 knots, runway 14.
What landed here, KLM from Amsterdam as it looks.
4 Echo Tango, wind 200 degrees, 3 knots, runway 28, clear takeoff.
Good takeoff.
KLM 901 X-ray, contact
The next one is an Edelweiss A320 on the runway. Departing to, let me see, Frankfurt for Swiss. What's going on? Thank you. So, next we have Austrian Airlines here on its return flight back to Vienna.
Swiss 4 Echo Tango, contact departures. Bye. KLM 901 X-ray, hold short of 128.
Here is the Gulfstream which just arrived. Not evolved. Good to see you again here in the live chat, and my favorite alliance has to be Star Alliance, because I think I've not tried anything else so far. Right? Oh, British Airways back in the days, which is One World, but that's the only one, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. So that's Finnair, I guess. Yep.
KLM 901 X-ray, taxiway Juliet, cross runway 28, contact apron 121.755.
Cross runway 28, Juliet, 121.755.
Yeah, of course I'm biased. What do you think? If I've only tried Star Alliance from that. Or almost only.
Iberia 6 Hotel Charlie, hello, continue. Continue, 6 Hotel Charlie. Platoon 68 Papa, 121.855.
Sorry, that Sky Team Flyer. I would have to try some other airlines, that's true. So people keep joining, that's great. Welcome everybody to those who have joined recently during this nice evening here at Zurich Airport on parking lot P6. We have already seen some nice traffic. And there is quite a bit more to follow in the next hour until the arrival of the Emirates 777 from Dubai.
Airways 8762, hello, Hotel 2 approved.
No time to rest, more traffic going on here.
Iberia 6 Hotel Charlie with 2
Favorite Star Alliance airline? Ooh. Well, what Star Alliance airline have I flown elsewise? Lufthansa, but I would have to put Swiss before Lufthansa, to be honest. Yeah, my favorite one that I've ever flown, just because it has some childhood memories in there, is Edelweiss, to be honest.
554 Zulu departures. Goodbye. Goodbye. 554 Zulu.
Was meinst du, Andrea? Check ich gerade nicht. Mehr Kontext bitte. So, crossing the screen, lot Polish airlines, Embraer 195 E2.
Airways 8762, wind 230 degrees, 3 knots, runway 14, clear to land.
Ach so, okay.
Iberia 6 Hotel Charlie, 121.855. 12855, Iberia 6 Hotel Charlie.
Ach so, jetzt check ich's. Ja gut, okay. Musste ich noch ein bisschen gedulden. Er ist noch ein bisschen weiter draußen. Ich gucke gleich schnell auf Flight Radar, aber... Oh, und SkyUp geht über die 16 raus, das ist schade. Naja. Ja, noch 45 Minuten. So, and speaking of Lufthansa, we have Lufthansa with the Star Alliance livery now on final, or turning final. And as also mentioned already, the Titan A320 flying for Iberia.
Iberia 6 Hotel Charlie on Juliet, cleared across runway 28. Juliet, cleared across 28, Iberia 6 Hotel Charlie.
It's an interesting livery actually. I haven't seen this one that often, even though it's not. It comes quite frequently to Zurich. Sometimes more, sometimes less.
Iberia 6 Hotel Charlie went across. Contact apron 121.
I've already seen the 757s as well. But usually I say, yeah, well, nothing too special, but actually I'm quite glad to see this today.
762 121.855. 21855, Boeing 764.
Ja, für die A380 am Abend müssen wir uns noch ein bisschen gedulden. Die kommt dann im Januar, glaube ich. Kommt der wieder. Und dann ist es stockdunkel. Jetzt gucke ich gerade, ich glaube, ja, jetzt geht gerade die SkyUp 737 just departing on runway 16. I would have loved to see this one out of 28 to get a closer shot, but well, 737 to Hurghada, quite a long flight, so I'm not really surprised.
Bye bye, take care, crew, no. Go on.
So we just have to get what we get at the moment. Here we have Eurowings from Berlin, an A320. Oh man, what's going on here? Stupid rubber bands. Oh, not crossing there. Turning onto taxiway Bravo. And we'll cross further down at Foxtrot or Echo, I guess. Whew. Quite the calm phase here right now. Not too much going on. But we will get soon an A320 of Edelweiss taxiing to runway 28. I think it's the first time I'm streaming on Tuesday evening. Can that be? The other evenings were all like Thursdays, if I'm not mistaken, or Saturdays. And here we have, as promised, the A320 of Edelweiss outbound to Olbia.
On the wall, 28762, cross runway 28 on Foxtrot, 121.755. Cross runway 28 on Foxtrot, 121.755, Edelweiss 386, hello, line up runway 28. What's an Arvik, line up runway 28, Edelweiss 386. Tower, Lufthansa 2 Victor X-ray, hello, wind 240 degrees, 3 knots, runway 14, clear for land. Lufthansa 2 Victor X-ray, yes, runway 14, Mexico, yes, you may. Yes.
So, I assume this one will receive immediate takeoff clearance because there is nothing else going on here. And it gets darker earlier now. Like the last time I was here in the evening, or staying a bit longer, we had golden hour now, and now it's...
250 degrees, 3 knots, runway 28, clear takeoff.
Well, if the clouds wouldn't be there, it would be a bit lighter, though, so... whatever. Well, I guess then we just wait for the Lufthansa Starlines A320 from Frankfurt. And do we have departing traffic? Yes, actually we do. Asian Airlines has pushed back, and Eurowings as well to Düsseldorf, and Swiss to Munich. Spotterhügel wollten sie mal neu bauen, aber da gibt es Probleme mit dem Landowner, soweit ich weiß. Deshalb wurde das verzögert. Das ist ein bisschen schade, aber mein Gott, ist jetzt halt so. Und wann der gebaut werden soll, ich weiß es selber auch nicht genau. Ich hoffe bald. Denn zum Stream wäre das super am Abend dort. So now on screen, Lufthansa A320 inbound from Frankfurt. Touchdown, spoilers, reverse green, decel.
2 Victor, Lufthansa 2 Victor X-ray, contact apron 121855, on in.
Lufthansa 2 Victor X-ray 121855, adi.
Lufthansa inbound from Frankfurt. Been there, done that. I actually like flying Lufthansa on short haul. They still have the safety demonstrations by the flight attendants. Not like a safety video like most other airlines do. It's nice for a change. Oh, they sent him along Delta, that's great. As far away as possible. That's exactly how I like it. But well, I hear different stuff. This is the Swiss A320 to Munich.
Banana 30, Tower hello, wind 240 degrees, 3 knots, runway 14, clear for land.
So, until this one is on the runway, let's take a closer look at this business jet down there. November 550 Lima. Looks quite nice, must say. We have Asian Airlines on the way to the runway. We also have Top Air Portugal, which has been pushed back, so we have a bit of traffic coming up, thank God. Then wie Chris, schönen guten Abend und herzlich willkommen hier im Livestream. Schön, dass du mit dabei bist.
Swiss Niner, Alpha Alpha, wind 240 degrees, 3 knots, runway 28, clear takeoff. Runway 6 for takeoff, please. Niner Alpha Alpha.
Guten Abend, Lufthansa 2 Victor X-ray.
Lufthansa 2 Victor X-ray, hold short of runway 28.
Lufthansa 2 Victor X-ray, hold short of runway 28.
We continue straight away with the Asian A320 to Athens. And actually I get this on the full scale because the livery looks way better like this. Yanis, I don't know whether you're still watching, but this is for you especially, and of course the others. Guess we have more people from Greece watching. So let's cover up the time with a touchdown on runway 14 in the meantime. Which is an Embraer of Bulgaria Air flying for Air Serbia.
Swiss 262 Charlie Tower, continue. AGNA 53, hello, line up and wait, runway 28. Line up and runway 28.
We have here Eurowings outbound to Düsseldorf. Embraer, no, Airbus A319.
Hello, Swiss 232 Delta, let's copy, continue. India 903 Zulu, just in case it's Hotel 1114. Down to 121855. 121.855, good Nordic, area 903 Zulu. Green Falls was 262 Charlie, wind 240 degrees, 4 knots, runway 14, total land. Land, runway 14662 Charlie, may we take Hotel 2? Yes, you can, just keep it rolling, please, traffic's very close behind. Will do, 6262 Charlie. GN853, the wind 250 degrees, 4 knots, runway 28, clear takeoff. GN853, runway 28, for takeoff. Your wing 66 Victor, hello, line up runway 28. Runway 28, hello, 66 Victor.
Off we go to Athens.
So it's 233 Delta, preset elevator, runway separation at 240 degrees, 4 knots, runway 4, clear for land. Yes, you may.
So, it's 7:26. Let's see where the Emirates 777 is flying around currently.
It's 262 Charlie, 121.
It's getting closer, slowly but surely. 30 more minutes to go.
The GN853, contact departures, bye-bye. Thank you, Pastor, bye-bye, GN853.
And slowly but surely we have the evening inbound rush, as you can see. The Swiss narrow bodies start to come back. There's the Eurowings still sitting on the runway.
Mosquito 5 Golf, line up, runway 28. Charlie and Juliet, cross runway 28, contact gate from 11755, goodbye.
We have an EasyJet A319 to Faro in Portugal. Is this the first? No, it's not the first EasyJet today. We had one to London Gatwick, I think.
233 Delta, Juliet Crossway, contact gate from 11755, China.
And this flight is actually followed by another one going to Portugal. Top Air Portugal going to Lisbon with an A320 Neo tonight.
Hello, we have the PC-12 line up runway 28. That's the PC-12 line up runway 28 behind us.
Regula, guten Abend. Schön, dich wieder mal zu sehen hier im Livestream oder im Live-Chat. Schön, dass du da mit dabei bist heute Abend. Aber du guckst dir die Streams immer im Nachhinein auch an. Das weiß ich genau, also von daher cool, dass du jetzt mal live mit dabei bist hier. There's a PC-12 on the runway, I heard, and it also sounds like one. Here it is. Lift off early, please. Here we go. Something we have not seen at all today, Air Baltic with an A220 outbound to Riga, but this one is actually really an Air Baltic flight. We have seen it arriving earlier. It's not one of those which is leased by Swiss.
Number 1, continue.
It's also not too bad of a picture here. The Baltic taxing a bit too far to the front, cutting off the nose.
Cross the 6, Charlie Hotel, April 1 to 1, left 1, 855. 1 to 1, 855, with exit 6, Charlie. Wing 6 for Golf in 240 degrees, 3 knots and 1 4 to the land. 6 for Golf, 1 4 to the land.
Next on the runway is EasyJet. While we have a turboprop which has just arrived. Must be Croatia Airlines from Zagreb. Yes.
Alpine 5 to 4 kilo, wind 250 degrees, 4 knots, runway 28, clear for takeoff. Clear for takeoff, runway 28, and 5 to 4 kilo. Protocol 9300, good evening, line up runway 28.
So, next is EasyJet, and then I think TAP, followed by Air Baltic.
Hello again, 26 Charlie Hotel, hold short of runway 28. Hold short of runway 28. Hello, contact 6 Alpha Tango.
We have Croatia Airlines.
Cross runway 28, contact April 1 to 1755, good night. Cross runway 28 to Juice, April 1 to 1755, good night. Go. Alpine 5 to Fox Torpedo, contact departure, bye-bye. Wing 6 for Golf, contact April 1 to 1, decimal 855, goodbye. April 1 to 1, 855, I do all wing. 6 for good. Baltic 8 Golf Charlie, hello, behind the Portugal line up runway 28. Behind the Portugal line up runway 28, the Baltic 8 Golf Charlie, close. Contact 6 Delta Tango, wind 220 degrees, 3 knots, runway 14, clear the land. Snap down runway 14, after 6 Delta Tango. Portugal 93 Zulu Sierra, wind 240 degrees, 3 knots, runway 28, clear for takeoff.
So, next, TAP Air Portugal.
Target 8 for Germany 772, Zulu 1. Good to visit Germany 772, behind the Air Baltic. Good evening.
Then taxiing out, we have another Sun Express to Antalya. And also the landing traffic is quite busy at the moment. Is this another Eurowings? Yes, it is. And on the runway is Pegasus from Istanbul. Eurowings is from Hamburg.
Contact 6 Delta Tango, contact April 1 to 1 decimal 855, goodbye. April 1 to 1 decimal 855, Hamburg, 6 Delta Tango, goodbye. Baltic 8 Golf Charlie, wind 240 degrees, 3 knots, runway 28, clear for takeoff. Clear for takeoff, runway 28, Baltic 8 Golf Charlie. Clear for Airlines, Wing 6 for Golf. Wing 6 for Golf, hold short of runway 28. Hold flat out, Wing 6 for Golf. 28, contact April 11755, goodbye. So Juliet, crossing to the police, after 11755, choose airline, 6 over.
Ooh, some birds on the taxiway there. They better move now, otherwise...
Baltic Gate Golf Charlie, contact departure, bye.
They maybe get a bit close to those engines of the 737, and they don't like that. Those engines.
Delta. Hello, behind the legacy on the runway, line up runway 28 and right behind.
Yes, legacy on the runway, line up runway 28 behind, connect with Delta.
This jet 725, on the gate from 121.855. 53600, wind 220 degrees, 3 knots.
Another Swiss A320 Neo also taxiing to the runway to Stuttgart today.
772, wind 230 degrees, 3 knots, 728, clear to take off.
Very short hop. Oh, nice. That was a Legacy 650, a modified Embraer 135. And what has landed over there? It looks like a Bombardier Global. What's that, 7,500? Yeah, it is. Oh, and on the runway we have a classic 737. 737-400, most likely of... oh, what's the... GP Aviation is the operator, I think. Usually coming from Pristina. Let's quickly get a look at the Global again. Yeah, that's a 7,500, definitely. Here we have Sun Express. I missed that one. But well. China Eastern Airlines war mal auf dem Plan, ZRH Aviation. Scheint aber vertagt zu sein, offenbar. Und sonst wüsste ich jetzt gerade nicht. So, 737-400. Getting rather rare these days, at least here in Zurich.
Whiskey, whiskey, wind 190 degrees, 2 knots, I'm a Zurich, let's take off. I'm a Zurich, for takeoff, 5. Canadian 679, wind 220 degrees, 3 knots, I'm 14, clear land.
This bird will be featured also in my next video coming out on Thursday, and for ZIS F-Geeks it is already available on my channel since yesterday. So, and I also see that the Gulfstream down there has started up the engines as it looks, so maybe we see this one, moving soon.
Juliet, cross runway 28, contact April 11755,
but they will have to give way to Air France. So, to everyone watching from France, in case there is somebody, here's your national airline departing to Paris Charles de Gaulle, obviously. So, and over there we have a follow me vehicle as it looks. Question is for whom? Oh. Gulfstream is moving. Yeah, well. And disappearing behind the building. I like that mod.
Alpha 5 to Whiskey Alpha, wind 180 degrees, 2 knots, runway 28, clear for takeoff.
Oh, and this is another one which I've been waiting for, I think. This is jet time, flying for SAS, inbound from Copenhagen. We will have a look at this one afterwards. But first, takeoff for Air France.
November 550 Papa Lima, hello, line up runway 28. Line up 28, November 550 Papa Lima.
Jo, 33 Jahre. Und Sandro, willkommen hier im Livestream. Schön, dass du wieder mit dabei bist und immer gerne. Macht mir sehr viel Spaß hier mit euch. Und die GP ist 33 Jahre, ist schon ein ordentliches Alter, stimmt. Ordentliches Alter. Wobei wir haben heute auch schon Swiss Airbusse gesehen, die auch schon 30 Jahre auf dem Buckel haben. Oder auf dem Flügel oder wie auch immer man sagen will. Check time. Also not the first time we see this one, but still, it's not the usual SAS aircraft. Okie doke. All right. Let's check out where Emirates is, and I see less than 20 minutes away, 777 inbound from Dubai. Registered Alpha 6 Echo Papa India. Delivered December 2015, 9 years old, so mid-aged 777. That's the Gulfstream, I guess. Yes, it is. Yeah, and I forgot to record it. But well, I think I've even seen this one. It kind of looks familiar to me, but well, anyways.
November 550, Papa Lima,
so, no departures at the moment, so let's take a look what's landing. It's a British Airways A320 Neo inbound from London Heathrow. Ja, für die Passagiermaschine ist das ein ordentliches Alter, das stimmt. So, use this opportunity again to those who have joined recently. Welcome everybody during this Tuesday evening here at Zurich Airport. It's getting slowly but surely a bit darker, but still we have a very nice evening ambience here. If you enjoy what you're seeing, feel free to like this live stream and subscribe if you want to see more Zurich Airport content, weekly in form of videos or live streams, whatever you prefer. And if you wish to see even more and support me also in a different way, then feel free to join the ZRH FGeek community here in my channel. to get exclusive access to other content like the Gems of the Past series, which I've launched yesterday, and also early access to normal uploads. So then we have the next landing on runway 14. Looks like an Embraer, and it's also an British Airways, but this time an Embraer 190 from London City. Ja, ich bin ja nicht todkrank. Ich habe einfach so eine leichte Erkältung, die ich mir eingefangen habe seit letztem Wochenende. Aber da muss schon ein bisschen mehr kommen, um mich ins Bett zu kriegen. So, oh, that's a nice shot. British Airways to the power of 2.
Flight 707 from 121.855, goodbye. 121.855.
Oh, ein simultaneous turn, nice. Video nur mit Frachtern, ja, habe ich genug Content nur für Frachtern? Ich habe schon mal ein Video gemacht nur mit Frachtern, glaube ich vor 2 Jahren oder so. Da ist so ziemlich alles drin, was ich bis dato gefilmt habe. Und dann auch ein Antonov 124 Special war, glaube ich, auch noch dabei. Vor einem Jahr oder so. Wobei die Frachter-Special generell sind jetzt nicht so gut gelaufen irgendwie. Es ist halt eine sehr spezifische Nische, die du da ansprichst. Und die meisten ja wollen halt A380, 777 und die bekannten Sachen sehen. Jo, looks quite nice here with the runway lights, etc. Another Swiss Airbus just landed on runway 14. Also from London Heathrow. Wow. It's London time. 3 flights in a row from London. And now on short final, El Al from Tel Aviv.
Korean Air 918, wind 160 degrees, 2 knots, runway 16, clear to take off.
Well, Korean Air is departing. Okay, we've seen this one landing earlier. Are they parking British Airways right next to each other? That would be fun.
Qatar ACE, wind 180 degrees, 2 knots, runway 14, clear to land.
This would have been nice actually. Oh wait, they do. Right? Yes, they do. That's nice. Okay, here we have the Embraer taxiing into the parking position. And passengers going to London afterwards must pay attention that they do not board the wrong aircraft. Oh man, now I thought that I would get to see the... It's not next to each other, I think, or is it? No, there's a parking position in between. Ah, dang it. But yeah. So to those who are watching from the UK, British Airways to the power of 2, just for you. Then LX038, that's the flight number 2, San Francisco, if I'm not mistaken. Freut mich, dass dir die Livestreams gefallen und ich habe nicht vor aufzuhören. Macht mir sehr viel Spaß hier. So, slowly but surely we are awaiting the Emirates 777. 8 minutes out, so it's getting closer. And whilst we are waiting for the Emirates 777, you might tell me in the live chat whether you have flown with Emirates already and also which aircraft type. A380, 777, maybe some of you were already trying out the new A350, who knows? Let me know. I haven't flown Emirates yet. And just zoom out a little to just appreciate this nice evening ambience here. Summer is slowly but surely coming to an end. Well, it's September, official month-wise. We have arrived in autumn already. And it kind of feels crazy. This year is passing over like, I don't know what. Feels like yesterday when I celebrated Christmas or New Year's, and now in 2 months' time we are already drinking mulled wine. It's crazy. That SkyTeam flyer has flown the A380 on the course Munich to Dubai. That's very nice. Did you get one of the special liveries of the A380? That's also the interesting thing about Emirates. You have quite a good chance to get a special livery on the A380, like the Destination Dubai, the NBA. What else do they have? This package livery, which I have not seen yet, unfortunately. Earlier they also had the United for Wildlife and the Expo liveries with blue, orange and green dots. That's quite a few special liveries actually. Now it's not that frequent anymore. They have the blue ones, like the Destination Dubai, as I said. But they removed quite a few ones. Classic livery, oh, okay. Yeah, well, I'm sure it was nice as well. I haven't flown on the A380 either. I have to catch up a bit, dang it. Then Joel, same name as I have. British Airways is parked at the E-gates because the E-gates are the non-Schengen docks. And since the UK is not part of the Schengen area, they usually park at Dock E or sometimes also at Dock B. Dock B is a mixed dock, which has parking positions for both Schengen and non-Schengen flights. The critical part here is the passport control. Like if you go from Schengen to non-Schengen and vice versa, you have to pass passport control. And in Dock B you can do that as well for a few gates. Dann Chris, du sitzt in der Anflugschneise in Deutschland drüben, das ist cool. Dann siehst du jetzt dann gleich die Emirates 777, oder hast du schon gesehen, je nachdem. Emirates 777 now joining the final approach. So, are you ready for the Emirates flights to arrive? But first, I have something from the people watching from the Netherlands. KLM with an Embraer 190 departing to Amsterdam.
2, Mike Juliet Heavy, I'll approach, run off. Hello, Emirates 2 Mike Juliet Heavy, wind 200 degrees, 4 knots, runway 14, clear for
More
landing.
Embraer action here, and you hear Emirates checking in at the tower frequency, so...
Tower, hello, again, Swiss Boeing, Juliet Delta, on its way.
To the lake, go across to it on Juliet, contact April, Motor 17,
Like
Genovic.
3 to 4 more minutes, not even, maybe even 2 minutes, I don't know. Until we will see it touching down. Ah, Chris, hast gerade die Emirates 777 drüber fliegen gesehen, sehr schön. Ich sehe sie bereits im Endanflug. Like when I zoom out, you can see the landing lights of the Emirates 777 just passed over Chris in the live chat. He lives, as it looks, in the approach area somewhere. So, and we are already at 98 likes. Let's see whether we can get this to 100. This would be absolutely amazing. So, KLM first, then Emirates. Okay. We see it on final already. Ja, die Swiss aus Berlin habe ich auch auf Flight Radar gesehen. Die folgt der Emirates. Das ist eine A320. Aber we want to see the Emirates, and it's getting a bit dark. I hope my autofocus will not screw up everything afterwards, but yeah, this should work actually. So, is the 777 somewhat tracked in the top 10? No, it's not. Okay, let's zoom in and enjoy this beautiful bird landing. Yeah, that's what I meant. Oh, dang it. Come on. Yeah, that's better.
Swiss Boeing, great to see you. Roger, number 1, continue. FR model 2 approved. Emirates 2 Mike Juliet, contact apron 121.855, goodbye. 21855, Mike 2 Mike Juliet, thank you. Swiss Bravo Yankee, wind 200 degrees, 3 knots, and 14, clear to land. 4.
So Andrea, wie viele Rückwärtssaltos hast du schon gemacht vor Freude ob der Emirates? So then I opened this YouTube channel in 2011, I think. Yeah. Started doing videos with a simple digicam back in the days, in toaster quality, the videos. Then in 2012 I got my first camcorder, being able to record in full high definition. Then in 2014 I was filming freehand back then without tripod. Then in 2014 I got my first quite good tripod, I'd say, allowing me to get some decent shots. Then in 2016, next camcorder, able to film in 4K for the first time. And then it was like 2018, I think, when I got the current tripod. And in 2020 the current camera. And since then this is my equipment. And yeah, since then, or no, since this summer I started with live streams as well. And I quite enjoy it so far. So, and this landing was very nice, at least in my opinion. Always nice to look at the 777, is it? And we have a new member in the ZAS F-Geeks community here in the channel. Regula has donated 1 membership and Etienne has got it. Thank you very much, Regula, for your donation here. And Etienne, welcome to the ZAS F-Geeks. You're the 3rd member of the ZAS F-Geeks. Und danke dir, Chris, für den Follow auf Insta. So, in this case I have to update the info below.
Bravo Yankee.
3 Bravo Yankee Julia, cross 2A, contact A from Auto 1
So.
5, Shinobik.
First 3 members now listed up in the info text below. Welcome everybody. And yes, my first video is the Singapore A380, I think, which was recorded with this digicam I mentioned. And yeah, I don't know, is the Transaero 747-200 still online? Landing in Rhodes back? That was actually one of my best shots back in the day. Just saw this coincidentally there when I was doing vacation. And Joel, I really hope that we will see the Singapore A380 again at some point. Chances are rather slim, but I haven't given up on that, hope-wise at least. This is a bird I miss a lot, I can tell you. Ah, 747 is the second video, okay. Was genau sieht man? Die sehr, sehr bescheidene Qualität der alten Videos, oder wie? Ja gut, das ist ein Fakt. Und ja, Chris, jetzt kommt die Helvetic-Flotte zurück von den Europaflügen. Wir haben sie starten gesehen vor etwa 3 Stunden und ja, die haben jetzt ihre Rotation beendet und kommen nun zurück. Ich sehe sie bereits im Anflug. Oh, Qatar A350, A380 in Zurich, that would be quite a bummer. Or Etihad also. But well, they have 2 daily flights at the moment, so... Well. So, is there anything interesting coming up? Not really. Well, I quickly zoom out again, because slowly but surely we can see the runway lights and taxiway lights and everything quite clearly. Runway end is red, and when we zoom, we can see it from this way, like the threshold lights are green. Runway lights elsewhere is white, taxiway edge lights blue, and taxiway center line lights are green. And also you have at the hold short line these orange flashing lights. Autofocus doesn't like them. As a visual warning sign to the pilot that they would enter a runway at this point. So there's taxiing something up. Yeah, Top Air Portugal to Porto. And well, given that the heavies are now down, I think this is the finale of this live stream.
Ready, run up runway 28, let's go, 9 and 1. Where's the minute of the pound rate to number 2?
So this will be an immediate departure most likely, as the strobe light's already on, nothing else going on. So what does my autofocus do if I zoom into the touchdown zone? Yeah, he's struggling. He's doing his best, but he's struggling.
For 7 knots, downwind 140 degrees, 2 knots, only 14 clear land.
Yeah, this is definitely on my to-buy list. A decent camera for night footage, especially since I'm streaming right now. Because this is quite a limitation actually, only streaming during daylight, especially then during the winter months.
Portugal now 21, wind 1 now 0 degrees, 3 knots, runway 28, let's take off.
I already have a camera in mind, but this is a subject for next year then.
Qatar with an Arabic number 2.
Okay, and we have above 100 likes. Thank you very much, everybody. That's very nice. And well, given that I have a little cold and it's getting dark now, I think this live stream now comes to an end. I thank you once again for watching, everybody. It was a great session, a very chill evening here at Zurich Airport. I thank Eve for the donation and Regula for donating the membership, which was gladly taken by Etienne. Welcome to you to the ZRH FX. And well, I wish you
Actually, it's close runway 281, 200.75.
Nice rest of the evening today, and the next live stream most likely on Sunday. It will be a scenic live stream at a spot which we have already been before. And on Thursday my next video is coming up, so make sure to check it out as well. Then Gyro and Matt, welcome to the live stream now. However, I'm ending it now because I have to go home, but maybe next time on Sunday is the next live stream here from Zurich Airport. I've been Joel from Zurich Airport Spotter. Once again, thank you very much for watching today. Enjoy the rest of the evening, have a good rest of the week, and see you next time. Ciao zusammen.
Loads 3 Echo Mike, wind 200 degrees, 3 knots, runway 28, clear takeoff. Clear takeoff 28 on 3 Echo Mike. Allons, is Roosevelt, Turkish Airport, Bravo 8